Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bulletcast, the only sports recreational podcast that is simply just too sweet. I'm your host, Philip Antwine, and Bobby, I'm sorry, but I am still the pod father.
That's okay. I could be the pod god.
All right. We got Bobby Spang, a member of the Four Sportsmen podcast in the house. How's it going there, guy?
You're goddamn right. It's going good.
Little cross-brand, initiative.
Cross-pollination Jones.
All right. Of course, we have the Canadian Destroyer, the Bulletcast champion, Brandon, in the building.
Hi, guys.
How's it going there?
That's a great nickname.
It is. When you bury Canada,
Little aggressive.
T-shirts coming soon.
T-shirts are coming soon, 2018.
One day.
And apparently it's that Bulletcast takeover, but Carlos Mendoza, if you take over my podcast, I will slam you, you fucking asshole. All right, moving on.
Okay. No, profanity is allowed this episode.
Yeah, let's get into the performance-enhancing audio, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rich Swann, member of the 205 Live roster, former Cruiserweight champion. He has been arrested.
Good.
What do you do?
Kidnapping and some domestic violence.
Oh, so he went all in.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, it wasn't kidnapping. It was like false imprisonment because I guess like his wife wanted to leave the car and he said, you ain't leaving.
So he
and,
locked the doors or something
and
like that?
kind of beat the shit out of her. Not beat yeah.
So
And
he's
well
been
then.
suspended indefinitely by WWE.
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't really. You can't be a star if you're locking people in the car. Never mind.
It doesn't look like
I
these
mean-
charges are being dropped. So Rich
and
Swann.
I felt like they did a good thing on Raw, just kind of saying, you know what, he lost his opportunity. We're gonna move on. We're not gonna talk about it. Let's just have.
Oh,
another,
they
let's have a
mentioned it
match.
on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's odd. Usually they just
Fly right by.
under
I mean,
the rug.
You can't really.
I'm gonna
you
stand
can't
for
ignore
this
that.
episode, by the way, because that chair's too high for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You gonna get nosebleed?
Man, nosebleeds. All right. Naomi wants to wrestle Beyonce.
I want to wrestle Beyonce. It ain't gonna happen.
I have nothing to add to that. I hope it doesn't happen.
All
Please.
right.
I mean,
All right.
okay. I mean, yeah, she wants to wrestle Beyonce probably because make a lot of money. But what's the
Will
premise?
it though?
It probably
Who
gets
knows?
Beyonce.
It's Beyonce.
Because I mean, how many people from Beyonce probably have never watched wrestling in their life?
I would say a solid 97%.
Exactly. I mean,
Beyonce at WrestleMania? I mean, why not? Kim Kardashian was at WrestleMania. Why not?
Damn,
Kim
I guess
Kim-
I buried that in the depths of my.
WrestleMania 24.
I mean, Kim Kardashian just showed up and was like, "Hi guys, welcome to WrestleMania,"
That's fine.
and
I was all for it.
Mhm.
All right. Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler will most likely be reuniting for the Raw 25th anniversary show.
good.
More of that.
I'm excited.
They're gonna be the best thing on the show.
Does
and
that
it's gonna be a
mean-
shame?
Does that mean that they're gonna send Cole to the back like back in the day, and he gets to get yelled at like he used
Fine.
to?
That's fine.
So-
I'm all.
So
I'm
does
all
this mean
fan
they're
of that.
gonna be the ones that are gonna be inside the ballroom, whatever? Because there's gonna be two different places.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. They
That
haven't,
sounds like a shit show to me, but
They-
I'm excited.
they haven't given us the
not-
details.
It's not the Hammerstein. Is it the Hammerstein?
It could be in the Hammerstein.
I forget.
I don't know.
Whatever.
All right, on
It's one of those
Paige,
things.
she was on Lillian Garcia's podcast, Chasing Glory, and she talked about so many things. Her relationship with Del Rio, being suspended twice, and of course the
Her films?
her films that leaked in. Honestly, when she started talking about that part, it was a tearjerker, and I got sad, you know.
Oh, it was a jerker,
Oh,
all right. I'm here all day.
She talked about
That
how
was-
she
that was
she
too
was
easy.
locked up inside the house for months, contemplating suicide.
Oh man.
She even said like most recently she was out with Absolution. You know, they were out having a good time, and some guy came up to her and was like, "Hey, that's the porn star I jerked off to her last night."
Oh
come on.
man.
That's terrible.
See, that's aggressive. You can't like even if like you see a normal adult film star like in person, hey, for sure don't talk like that, you know?
Yeah, it's,
Like just enjoy the art and move on. Stop
I
being
mean,
a
but
fucking weirdo, you know
yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
kind of one thing if it's like an actual porn star and you go to like one of those porn conventions, you can maybe say something like that, but I still wouldn't because that's just weird.
yeah.
But you
that's-
can't like go up to like someone who's like sex tape was leaked and hacked and all that stuff and be like, yeah, I jerked off to you and fuck you and all that stuff.
That's
It's
weird.
it's
Yeah, definitely
People are
not.
idiots.
You probably don't talk to a lot of girls if that's what we're doing. If that's
Yeah.
what we're leading off of. Anyways, yeah. Shout out to Paige. Stay strong.
I'm
girl.
just glad you're back. You know, you got rid of you see, she got away from Del Rio. Now she's back in the fold. She did that like 6 months ago. Just saying. But all right, WWE Mixed Match Challenge. That's gonna be on Facebook. You know, a new little program for WWE. Thoughts, comments, concerns, questions.
well, I thought this was like a mixed tag tournament, but it's like a Fear Factor obstacle course type show.
Really, like the original NXT,
Sort of something
which
like
has
that.
just been released on the WWE Network, by the way. the OG NXT with Daniel Bryan in the obstacle course.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the all-women's one with AJ and Naomi and all them.
Yes. Oksana.
Oh, shout out Oksana.
I miss Oksana. The predecessor for the Lana character.
But anyways,
But yeah.
it's only a 20-minute episode. 20 minutes for 12 weeks.
Yeah, so what happens to 205 Live?
I mean, I think it should move to Thursday. I think you still tape. I mean,
Thursday Night Live?
sure.
Get rid of it.
I would get. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like some of these guys, like they got some rub. You could probably make more money and get more exposure on the indies, and then like the ones that you want to keep that are big enough stars, put them on the main roster. They used to have it to where the cruiserweight champion was on the main roster. They didn't have a separate show for these guys.
No, they didn't. They were just all on SmackDown.
Yeah, so why do we have to like treat them like second-class citizens just because they're normal-sized people?
At least the ropes aren't purple anymore on Raw. At least that.
I think it's just to make it easier on the crew.
I don't know.
Yeah, because if you've ever been to one of the ones where they did have the purple ropes, just the panic in the crew's eyes of we got to get this shit done in one commercial break.
Yeah, I'm assuming we were all at Payback, right?
You have to tape
Yeah.
the entire
When,
ring in 5
I was
minutes.
a little inebriated. I don't remember much.
Neville, he had to kind of like work. He had to like work his entrance because.
You're right. I do remember
Yeah.
that though. Yes. I
All right.
remember that.
Let's get into some inside the ring. Nick Aldis, formerly known as Magnus, a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, he defeated Tim Storm to become the new NWA Heavyweight Champion.
I mean, I don't really understand this move.
I like Tim Storm.
Nick Aldis Magnus. He doesn't really jump out as like a leader of.
He's
who's
also
gonna,
the husband of Mickey James.
Ah.
I don't feel like he's
That's
gonna
some knowledge.
lead NWA to new heights. Like
Honestly,
I
Tim
don't know.
Storm, he was like 52, but he was doing it like the crowd loved him. I liked him.
52.
Yeah,
but I mean,
Shout out.
you had a thing of like at least he was been the champion for a long time. And
yeah.
don't know.
They have a series on YouTube, 10 Pounds of Gold. You should watch it. It's very good. He has a great story. He's a high school teacher, just realizing the dream
Okay.
of winning the title. It's very good. I like it. All right, but some really big news. Chris Jericho, the Alpha, he makes his way to Japan and attacks Kenny Omega.
Did you hear that Meltzer didn't like this? He buried it because it's not something that they do in Japan, and I'm like, well, he is an American style wrestler.
Dave Meltzer didn't like something New Japan did.
I love this. I
loved it. Yeah.
I love the angle and
You got
the
some
thing-
color. I loved it.
And
yeah.
at the press conference. The press conference was amazing.
Oh, that
too.
was hilarious. He
When he-
threw the table.
And he
Omega-
wrote on the journalist's pad to make sure that everybody knew that this was going to be Kenny's last match. That was great.
It didn't even say because I saw the picture on Instagram. It didn't even like say Kenny's last match. It was a bunch of scribbles.
Oh
It
yeah.
was really,
That's
it was funny.
great.
Yeah.
Jericho is cementing himself. You know what? I changed my mind. When you asked me pre-pod who's my favorite wrestler, he is my favorite wrestler.
Of all time.
He's changed himself like 15 times.
I know. Like this.
He's the grumpy old man right now.
I love him.
This
I love
is-
him.
This is the new Jericho. This isn't the Lionheart. This
Yep.
isn't the list Jericho. This isn't the Jericho that had that great feud with Shawn Michaels. This is a new Chris Jericho. I love it.
And one of the few guys on the face of the planet with a man bun that I don't want to punch in the
Yeah.
face.
He said that this is probably the best work of his career. I mean, he just came off the list run,
I mean,
and up until that, his stuff with Shawn Michaels was, in my opinion, still the greatest stuff he's ever
I don't
done.
think you can say it's the best work. He's only done like one thing
Yeah.
in this run.
I mean, I don't know. They're telling a great story. I don't know how the match is going to live up to it. We're going to see.
Yeah.
I feel like since they have all these angles, they don't have to live up to like a Kenny Omega Okada type spot
No.
fest match where they can use like they can
They can just
they can tell a story
yeah.
and be aggressive and don't have to rely on high spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hearing him talk about like, hey, if you watch Hogan Rock with the sound off, it's like one of the worst matches you've ever
18,
seen.
Yeah.
But with the sound on, it makes it great because they tell a story
Oh,
and
yeah.
all this stuff. So it's probably going to be, like you said, one of those story-rich.
I mean, at least I say I'll give them 3 stars. I'm predicting they'll probably get at least 3 stars.
At
Yeah.
least I think once they get to the ring, it'll be 3 stars by that point.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or it'll be a total shit show. But either way, I'm in.
Is it okay? Is this the main event, or is Okada Naito the main event?
Oh, that's
Because they build this as a double main event, and I hope Okada Naito goes on last because they have the story of Naito originally challenging for the title, but then he was kicked off because the IC title went on last.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
We shall
All
see.
right.
You
Tribute to
didn't
the
answer my
troops
question.
was yesterday. Thoughts?
Didn't
comments,
watch it.
concerns,
I was
questions?
watching Star Wars instead because I'm a nerd.
I didn't get to watch Star Wars. I would have if I could have, but
I watched Tribute to the Troops.
I didn't want to be in that like madness. But
Yeah.
I watched.
It
Tribute to
actually
the
was not that
Troops.
bad.
America.
Yeah, it was good.
America.
It was good. It was
a
fun.
complete babyface
And-
show up
and-
until Absolution.
And they
but
did it
still.
outside, which I like that one.
Oh, yeah,
I
It was
like
I-
those
awesome.
ones.
I
And the
love-
red, white, and blue ropes.
Yes.
I'm a fan.
It was great. Tribute to the troops. WWE supporting the troops. That's
Yep.
very nice.
And the crowd was cool.
the crowd, they love Roman. Apparently, troops love Roman.
Was it like the old days where it was just like a bunch of troops in their gear?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
I
I like the original tribute to the troops
Yeah.
when they go to Iraq and Afghanistan.
I like
ones.
those. It was
This
very
one
good.
was in San Diego
Yeah,
at the.
They did this at 10
Baby
o'clock in the
face.
morning.
they did.
That's crazy.
They're up at like 4 a.m. anyway. It don't really. That's early. That's late.
But they I mean they never wrestle at 10 o'clock in the morning
That's
though.
true.
Oh yeah. All right, guys, what is your favorite angle in professional wrestling history? What is your favorite story that's ever been told? Should I go first?
I say you go first because at first I thought it was just of the year, and then
No.
now I say it's of all time, and
Yeah.
that's a whole different dynamic.
Yes. So I'll go first. I actually just mentioned it. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. It was right after Shawn Michaels retired Ric Flair from the WWE. It was just a great story that was told. Michaels had his feud with Batista for a little bit. He faked an injury. Jericho hated it. So what does Jericho do? He slams his head into the Jeritron like 5,000, calls him a liar. He changes up his gimmick completely, goes like Nick Bockwinkel-esque, puts on the suit, starts talking slow, uses big words. It led him to the World Heavyweight Championship. It was one of the greatest feuds ever told. Just a great story that was told. Plus,
Man.
he punched Shawn Michaels' wife.
That's a shoot.
Well, you said angle, so it has to be one specific thing, not just the whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying.
The whole program.
Okay,
I'm a fill-in guest. I don't even know if I have one.
okay.
Just the whole program.
Don't pin this on me, but the one that comes to mind was when Daniel Bryan was originally with the Wyatts, and then like he broke up with them in the cage, and the crowd was going like batshit crazy. Like that was great.
That was great.
I know it's hard because there's like what 15 something years of me watching wrestling. It's hard to pick just one thing out, but that stands out. It was great.
Austin McMahon can't beat an old classic. I lo-
Bedpan McMahon.
the whole man. That whole angle was just great,
It's
dude.
the whole story.
Because who doesn't? I mean, if you work a job that you don't like, who doesn't want to kick the shit out of their boss sometimes? You know what I mean? I'm not saying, get unemployed right now, but sometimes you want to throw hands and hit him in the head with a bedpan.
Hit their boss or their mass comm instructor.
Yeah, well,
Moving on.
nah, how dare you?
Shout out to the
Chad, you're
pipe
nothing
bomb.
but a beauty. Shout out, Tom. All right, the Raw recap. The Bar and Samoa Joe, they brawl with the Shield.
That did happen.
They opened up Raw, yes.
Yeah.
And they kind of made it real by Roman not accepting the challenge right away, because like of course he wouldn't know that he's gonna come out and challenge him.
Yeah.
But it was a little corny that they went to
no.
go get the big dog.
Yeah, he said, "Go get the big dog," and I was.
Big dog.
I was.
Do you know Roman
immediately
Reigns'
out.
nickname is the big dog? I don't know if you've heard this yet.
I mean,
Have they put that on a T-shirt yet?
no.
I hope
I
not.
hope they do.
I'm just saying, like, if
They
you
put a dog with the Roman Reigns vest on. Oh, with the
Oh, I-
chain
And
off.
it just says Big Dog.
You know what? There was a big dog brand back in the day. A lot of old white dudes wear that.
Actually, you know what? I do
That's a
remember
thing.
that.
That is
and
already
it's
a
all
thing.
different characters and stuff.
that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Good stuff.
That's already a thing. Damn it.
All right,
Sorry.
let's kind of run through
Maybe
Raw.
they do a collab, WWE Big Dog collab.
Do they even exist anymore? I don't think they exist
I don't
anymore.
know. Go to your local thrift shop.
Yeah, all right. Absolution. They defeat Mickey James, Bailey, and Sasha Banks.
Am I a bad person to say that I fast forwarded through this?
I don't blame you.
This name is terrible.
Absolution is bad,
I
right?
watched Raw in 30 minutes. I don't blame you.
Wow.
You know what? This one I did watch in 30 minutes. Yeah.
Shout out to the guy who uploads the highlights on YouTube.
I watch it on my TV like a good boy.
I
I don't
used to-
I don't watch everything, but I watch at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
This one I went through in a half hour. Usually it's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm watching it live, so I will switch back and forth between that and football. But
You watch it live?
I-
Bless your soul.
I don't. I don't watch it like
You
live.
watch
live.
the Monday Night Football game and that at the
Yeah.
same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. Woken, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt.
okay, I'm not
They
gonna.
WWE'd this.
I'm not.
They
I'm not,
WWE the shit out of this.
I'm not gonna bury it because it's only week 2. But they did like the exact same thing they did last week, and it was fine because it's like, oh, Woken here, and then we were talking about a little bit about the little, not the promo, the little screen grab of the Woken thing.
Yeah,
that was really dumb.
The glass shattering thing should have happened the first time he interrupted, and then every time after that, it should have been like a static kind of deal, like they did the first time,
Yeah.
where it was cutting in and out because what's the drone called?
Vanguard
1, like cuts in and out.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that they just did the same shit from the last week. Like we had a whole week to let him do something different, and we're just running it
Can
back.
we please go to the Hardy compound?
Something.
Can we
Like-
please go there and see
Can I get a
Rebby?
brother Nero? in the vignette.
Yes,
I
actually,
need some Rebby Hardy playing some piano or something.
sidebar on Brother Nero. 9 years ago yesterday, he won his first WWE title. But moving on, can Vince just give Matt a microphone live on TV? That's all I want.
Yeah, I don't know why he's.
I mean, in TNA, a lot of the broken Matt stuff wasn't live. It was more backstage and not backstage, but like those promos
Yeah,
and the cut scenes and stuff like that. But like there were times that he would come out
but
and
I'm
do
saying
live
like
promos. But
Matt Hardy, he probably needs to be like a main focus of the show. I'd probably just move him to SmackDown. Honestly, make the move to
nah,
SmackDown.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I think Broken Matt Hardy could be WWE champion.
I mean they're cutting the fashion files and putting it up on YouTube. I'm afraid they would do that to Matt Hardy.
Nah, they
Nah,
wouldn't.
nah.
He's too big of a star. The Fashion Files guys they got lightning in a bottle. I don't think they would do that to him. And if they did, they'd be out as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah.
But the thing with SmackDown is like not everyone's on SmackDown, but on Raw everybody's on Raw every single week. So sometimes Matt would be cut, and I mean that's always
I mean,
that's always
what
not,
other
that's not always a
stars are
bad
really
thing.
on SmackDown though.
Besides JJ Styles,
A-
I mean, there was a
AJ
week.
and Jinder, the women. That's it. Mojo, if he ever gets screen
Yeah,
time.
the Mojo Zack Ryder thing wasn't even on
Mojo
there.
Rawley's a star.
Oh, you weren't there for the when I hyped him up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. That kind of offended me
You
right
remember
now.
when Shawn Michaels lost his smile? I remember when Mojo Rawley lost his
He
hype.
did lose his hype.
Yeah.
Wow.
See.
We'll always remember where we were when that happened.
I will. Yes, but I don't know. We'll see what they go with this. Finn Balor defeats Curtis Axel.
Poor Curtis Axel, he finally recovered from his neck injury, and it looks like he re-injured it.
They're just
Poor Curtis.
Yeah.
But
they're wasting Finn away.
I say they trade Finn to SmackDown.
Yes.
That's what I
Take
say.
the Good Brothers with him. Let's get some heel Balor. Eh?
Yeah, why can't we? Yeah, if you're not gonna do anything with him and you don't think he's over enough,
Over.
It's because he's short.
yeah,
He's
'cause he's
short,
short.
and cut.
yeah, but for sure wear some pants.
You tired
I'm
of the
d-
trunks?
I'm tired of trunks on all levels, dude. Wear some fucking pants.
Be like Kevin Owens with the basketball shorts, eh?
Not even that. It's just like, dude, we
Some
don't
tights.
need to see the outline of your root because they do a under dick shot every time he gets in the ring.
They do, yeah.
And it's like I get it, dude. You look like a god.
That's
But-
I don't think that's Vince. I think that's Kevin Dunn.
Trying to get
I'm
some
not-
junk action.
I'm not really looking at Finn Balor's junk.
I'm telling, but it's impossible. They do a close up, panning, sweeping, like shot underneath every single time he gets in the ring.
I don't know.
All right, whatever, guys.
All right.
I'm the only one. That's fine.
Yeah, we're not really. I haven't noticed it.
All right.
Every time.
Seth Rollins defeats Sheamus.
He does.
Another incarnation of that whole cluster.
Shout out to Sheamus, his spinal neck injury,
Spinal stenosis.
and
Yeah.
he's still putting on great matches still.
He is.
But
I love you, Sheamus. Nothing.
I'm
but a
tired
beaver.
with all these merry-go-round, everyone faces everybody matches.
Yeah.
That's the
All
problem
right.
with Raw.
I feel like they've wrestled like 500 times.
They probably have. Cedric Alexander wins the Fatal 4-Way. He will face Drew Gulak, and the winner of that faces Enzo Amore.
The black guy replaces the black guy. That's how it.
All right.
Well, I guess that's it.
Nia Jax and Enzo Amore have another encounter. Some China, Eddie Guerrero.
I was about to say that, and I dig it.
I like it.
I dig it a lot.
How you doing?
I'm interested.
And she did the lip bite at the end, and I was like,
Oh,
oh, okay, this is where we're going.
yes. Did you
I'm a
hear? I said on the pod last week. There a tape might be in the works for those two.
What does that mean?
You know exactly.
I'm
what
scared
that
of
means.
what that would mean.
Like the kind of tapes Paige had leaked.
Well,
I
I don't really. What do you expect me to say to that?
if they do that, I'm just afraid they would like just make fat jokes of Nia.
Yo,
I'm
you can't do that.
I know.
Man.
I don't want them to do that.
But
but I'm
appreciate
scared.
the thickness, bro.
I could see like her jumping on Enzo when like the bed collapses.
Yeah, like
That's something
I
Vince
do
would
not
do.
trust Vince with that type of visual with a little guy and a big girl. I don't trust him with that.
Appreciate.
The
thickness.
Yes. Well, the big dog Roman Reigns defeats Cesaro to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Great match.
Mhm.
It was a good one. Yeah,
Very nice. I love it.
yeah, big time.
Everybody and their mother wants to face Roman for that IC title
I'd love,
As they should.
I'd love to be Intercontinental Champion.
because he's the big dog right now.
He is the big dog.
Goddamn
Brock
right.
Lesnar ain't there.
All right, the women's roster battles Absolution.
Who cares?
We can get into
Do you
this a
care
little.
about that angle?
I
Do
mean,
you care about Absolution in general? Either one of you?
I
No.
enjoy looking at Mandy Rose. You know, somebody cue the zipper sound effect. You know,
Zzz.
big dog, rough.
I mean, what Absolution should be is just Paige and her cronies, which kind of it is already, but just push Paige and leave the other two
But they
behind.
have the same thing going on both shows, and it's like
They did the same they did the same thing on SmackDown.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
that's
they've
I'm
been
saying.
doing.
And they have a pale chick leading both factions.
A pale
Is
chick?
that not weird to you
The
guys?
pale goth chick, the hot blonde, and the rough brunette.
And both of the cronies can't cut promos, but the one in the middle can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Moving on.
I don't know. Apparently, Mandy Rose is supposed to be the next Trish Stratus. This is what I hear.
That's what they want.
Well,
Yeah.
she got the. Never mind.
All right.
I just-
Jason Angle talks to his dad Kurt, and
How dare you?
well, that's his son, you know.
You're not my dad.
Yeah. What do you think of the segment? Same old shish.
It wasn't like a couple weeks ago when Jason Jordan was like phenomenal. But
Oh,
it's
when
just,
Raw was Jordan
it,
the
when
other
it,
week,
when
and
it
it was
just
amazing.
you know you
Oh,
just
when he gave him the suplex?
Yeah, Raw was Jordan. It was awesome.
I was a fan of that.
I was.
But I don't like. He reminds me of an actor in a bad telenovela
ooh, I see the accent.
where everything is you know
Ay.
where it's so bad and deliberate and like cringeworthy, and I feel like if they just made him a heel that didn't talk very much, and when he did, the words mattered kind of deal, he would be so much better. I think you're doing him a disservice by making him a whiny baby face. Like, it just
But
makes people hate him.
Exactly, that's the idea, because he's turning heel. We all know he's
Well,
turning
yeah,
heel.
he is, but it's not in a way of like, oh, I dig what they're doing with him. It's cringeworthy.
I dig what they're doing with him.
I
You
know.
like what
I
you
like
what-
it.
You like it?
I like Jason Jordan.
Let's make
Not-
him like I've said
That's-
this for months.
I like him. I like watching him wrestle.
Yeah.
I don't. If they got a stick in front of him, I'm fast forwarding.
Like I've said this for months. Like let's go like Rock and Jace.
no,
like
when
Rocky
he's-
Maivia Jace.
When he's the
Like-
sniveling little kid, like asking his dad for favors, I love that.
Yeah.
It makes me hate
He's
him.
like I deserve this, but he really doesn't.
yeah,
you know?
like okay, Kurt had like the line of the night is like, yeah, you wrestled all these people,
You lost.
but you lost all of them. So
Yeah,
why
that
the
was
hell are
great.
you asking me for all these options? Like,
Sure.
I love that.
Yeah. All right. Samoa Joe defeats Dean Ambrose.
That was fun.
And
Poor
then-
Dean. He
Yeah.
loses.
Poor Dean. But
He didn't lose anything losing into Samoa Joe though.
I know Joe's a beast. You know.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite wrestler currently.
Joe he just
Puts
a
it on
monster.
for the big boys.
He does.
And he carries a towel around.
And he can work.
Goddamn right.
All right, Strowman versus Kane, no contest, triple threat at Royal Rumble.
So Kane's just in there to take the pin, yeah?
I pray to God.
Probably.
It-
It's not.
actually, you
it's
know
not
what?
confirmed. It's a triple threat match yet.
If it is a triple threat, that's a nice way to get the title off. Actually, no,
But-
we're going Brock
Off of
Roman.
Brock?
We're going Brock Roman at WrestleMania. I
yeah.
forgot.
Where the hell have you been this entire podcast?
I forgot.
For the last year.
I forgot, man. You know,
Well,
I haven't been sitting in on the meetings lately.
The Rumble can carry itself. I don't.
Yes.
I don't think they would put Kane and Brock, but you could do that match just to have.
That's disgusting.
I mean, they.
That's disgusting.
I know, but
Just
they-
like mega squash,
I
like
know.
what he did to Luke Harper
no,
at
but
the
like
first roadblock.
no, but like what he did to Big Show a couple years ago, he just destroyed the Big Show. For
oh
like,
yeah,
and just like annihilate him with all these chairs. Like you can do that with Kane, even though they are building
though
Kane.
Kane's 50.
They are building Kane up as this monster, even though he's a 50.
Can we get rid of the angry scrotum mask and replace it with the first one that he had where his mouth was showing? Because I understand you can't go back to the old school one because he's cutting promos, so it's going to sound like this. I get that. It's an audio
But the one he
issue.
had like in like 02.
when he
Yeah,
first took
yes.
his mask off?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Something to where...
I like that one.
Right. Like, I know that we can't go full old school, which is the greatest.
I love it.
Glove and everything.
Oh yeah.
Half
The one
half
sleeve,
tank top,
yeah.
half long sleeve shirt
I
and
mean,
the glove.
Kane isn't jacked like he used to be. But
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
yeah, obviously, but he
He can wear
got,
the two sleeves. Okay.
He got older. But what I'm saying is,
we all did. It's
Oh,
a shame.
man, cue sound of silence. That made me depressed.
Dun, dun, dun.
But yeah, go back to the old, not the old mask, but the one that preceded it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The predecessor.
E.
All right, let's go to SmackDown Live real quick.
Fine.
AJ Styles and Jinder Mahal have a promo. The Jinder heads say, "No, we don't like Jinder. We want to be with you." AJ headbutts headbutts one of them, punches the other one. Great segment. AJ can hold his own on the microphone.
The Mahals are my I call them the Mahals.
The-
Jinder and the Mahals.
The Jinder heads, yeah.
Yeah, I call them. They're my favorite part of his whole gimmick.
They're
They're
hilarious.
great. And then
Like
I
put them
there
in
was,
205 Live.
there was rumors that they weren't going to be brought back, and I feel like
heard about
that's-
that.
I feel like that's not a thing anymore, which is great because what did they do to not earn more run and more TV time? They're the most entertaining part of his whole gimmick.
They really are.
I loved AJ actually making sense because they had the thing of the Jinder heads saying, "Oh, we're not with them anymore." And I was ready to rant about how they were just with them in India, which we
Yeah.
didn't even. We didn't even talk about Jinder Mahal losing
Oh yeah,
in
Jinder Mahal.
India.
He lost to
to
Triple H
Triple
in
H.
There's
India.
no point of the entire 6 months.
Yes,
No point.
exactly.
No
well,
point.
it's the whole, I guess, home country
Okay,
thing.
Triple H. I know he's burying young talent once again, even though I'm not a Jinder Mahal fan. But
He did the job for Roman.
You can't just put the kid over in
Yeah,
India.
that's what I'm
You can't just
saying,
put him
dude.
over in India. Like, come on. And Triple H. Last time I thought he's a heel, but apparently he's not. He's a babyface in
He's
India.
a babyface off live TV.
Apparently, which
Yeah.
makes no.
No, but
goddamn
that's how he's been like this whole
whole run.
because he's running. He's like kind of gearing up for the WrestleMania deal. So that being said, he's a babyface off of live TV.
coming up.
Coming up. Oh,
Triple H. Like, come
Triple
on,
H,
dude.
yes.
Really? Like,
The women's Russell battles the Riot Squad. I don't give a damn. We're gonna move right along.
We just talked about
Yes,
that.
we did. All right. Bobby Roode, the Glorious One, attacks Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin.
he looked like an idiot. Both of your opponents are wrestling in a match, and you just go and attack them. Like a week before your
Glorious.
match, they can one of them can get injured and just get taken out of the match. But no, your dumbass goes out there and just DDTs one of them, and
Both of
stops the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He got both of them.
All right. Harper and Rowan defeat Colin Delaney. You guys remember him?
No, I don't.
No, the
He
name
was a
sounds
part of the
familiar.
old ECW, the New Talent Initiative, back in the day. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, by the way, I hate the Bludgeon Brothers.
I do too.
Mauve ring attire.
I just-
I don't like their gimmick either.
Honestly, like I love Luke Harper. Like he's nothing but a beauty. Like
That's
Eric
my
Rowan
guy.
needs to go work at McDonald's. Like I'm tired of looking
Eric
at him.
Rowan and the dude from Sanity could be brothers.
I can see it.
Alexander Wolf. Yeah, they
Yeah.
could.
That's a whole different story. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like their gimmick. I don't like their ring attire. I don't like I don't like any of
They're
it.
Vikings. In
But I
2017.
love Luke Harper.
I love Luke
He's one of
Harper.
my favorite underutilized guys on the whole
Like,
damn
can we get
thing.
Brody Lee back? Like let's go like all out. Just like let him go.
But anyways, I know you don't like the Bludgeon Brothers, but this was a great squash match.
It was.
This was great.
How do you like their crucifix powerbomb deal?
Harper's part's fine. Rowan needs some work. Needs
I
to go down to the performance center.
You don't like him at all. You're just gonna shit on everything he
Okay,
does.
Bro,
Huh?
With
he's
the-
terrible.
with
He
the-
needs to
when
go
they-
empty the grease traps at McDonald's. It's
Okay, when they
garbage.
did it to the jobbers, it looks fine. But when they did it to like Zack Ryder and like people who aren't gonna fly around for them, it didn't look that good.
Oh, shout out to the dude who got powerbombed and screamed. By the way, shout out to him. Shout out to that guy.
That's great.
All right, Colin Delaney, I miss you. I loved you. All right, moving on. Kevin,
Team Cammy.
Team Cammy, Kevin Owens and Sammy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, what is that?
they occupy SmackDown.
That was funny.
Yep.
I love the
Yep.
flyers.
See, there you go, right there. Mark
Yep.
team all day.
Yep. Yes.
I'm not getting the real one, but
They made those.
yeah, they
Yeah, of
actually
course they
made real
did.
ones.
It's WWE.
If you're gonna put James Ellsworth on a T-shirt, then
I
you're
miss
probably
him.
gonna do a Yep shirt. So
Shout out James Ellsworth.
I don't miss him. I'm glad you're gone.
All right.
But I'm glad you made money.
Hey,
though.
he's beat the WWE champion what? 2 times? 3
Twice.
times?
3 times.
I was there live
3
for it.
times.
Yeah. I was live for one of them. I'm still upset. All
Almost,
right.
almost broke his neck.
He
He
did.
almost died in the middle of the ring.
He did.
But AJ Styles, he's the man.
He is.
Saving lives.
Saving lives. All right. So Cammy occupies Raw. That was great. It was fun. It was entertaining,
Yep.
Mhm.
as they always are. And then we move on to Rusev Day defeating
Happy
the Usos.
Rusev Day.
I love Rusev.
Happy
and
Rusev Day.
It's always Rusev Day. I love Rusev. I love the tag team.
I hope that becomes their tag team name.
Everything is great. Rusev Day.
I hope it becomes.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Or just Team Rusev.
Not Happy Rusev Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, they defeat the Usos. The champs doing the job for Ruru,
This is
Rusev needs some wins, man.
and he doesn't need a mouthpiece. He's hilarious.
But I do like the combination of them. They're
Oh,
funny,
yeah.
and I like that he's off mic saying funny shit, which is. I've always been a fan of funny guys being off mic, so you can just barely hear what they're saying. Yeah, makes
Yes.
it more funny to me.
Like I said, Aiden English became more successful once he got rid of Simon Gotch.
Yeah, nobody likes a twiddly mustache.
Jinder Mahal attacks AJ Styles backstage, just trying to hype up the championship match.
Why was he caressing his head? That was weird.
It's Jinder. I don't know.
It was like
that what Canadians
some
do?
sensual wrestling.
I don't know. Maybe he learned that in Canada or India or something.
All right.
I don't know.
Kevin Owens defeats Shinsuke Nakamura.
You know, they've had this match way too many times.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago, this could have been a WrestleMania main event, and they just throw it on SmackDown.
Like
for, like
up
no
until
reason.
like they started working together on SmackDown, they only wrestled once, and that was
in
in
ROH.
ROH in 2014. That was it.
Kevin Owens and Shinsuke did.
Yeah, only once.
Former match pick of the week.
Ring
from
of Honor
your
Final
boy.
or War of the Worlds 2014.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, guys. Clash of Champions preview. Let's get into it. The Bullet
Fun.
Cast title is not on the line.
Because Mitchell didn't want to show up today. I scared him off, so I'm going to keep it for another month.
It'll be on the line at the Rumble.
Unless Mitchell doesn't want to show up to that one either.
All right, Mojo Rawley versus Zack Ryder. I got Mojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, Mojo Rawley's taking that
All right,
one.
the Bludgeon Brothers, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Fashion Files, Fashion Police. Harper and Rowan.
Yeah, they're pushing them too hard. It's going to be Bludgeon Brothers.
I say Bludgeon Brothers win via DQ. Maybe the Ascension come in and try to save the day or
Oh, you
something.
never know. You never know. All right, Charlotte versus Natalya, SmackDown Women's title in a lumberjack match. Carmella cashes in.
I think Charlotte's winning. You build up to that Ronda Rousey match.
Are you one of the are you one of the many who's been saying that she's going to cash in like every other pay-per-view and it never happens?
I haven't said it in like a couple pay-per-views, so I'm like, why not?
Okay. I that's why I got to ask. I'm going to say Charlotte. Yeah. I think she's the golden pony right now.
The Golden Pony.
They've been riding her tough, so
Stay golden. Pony
Yeah.
girl.
Pony Girl. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
This should be a lumberjill match. Just saying.
No, it's lumberjack.
Okay.
Just remember
Gender
in
equality. I
No,
know.
remember in NXT it was an Iron Man match, not an Iron Woman match.
I thought they
you
said
could call
that.
it an Iron Maiden match.
Oh.
But then that'd be a whole
Oh.
different deal.
That'd been a great name.
All right, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus Rusev Day versus the Usos versus the New Day in a fatal four-way tag team championship match. I'm going Rusev Day.
I got a weird feeling that it's going to be either maybe Rusev Day.
But
But I'm going out the box. No, I'm not. Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
Usos retain.
Usos retain. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a big old clusterfuck right now. Like all four of these people, all four of these teams
Yeah.
had momentum, and it's just been halted because everyone's just trading wins now, and like
right.
no one's really making promos about the other people. They're just kind of like, oh, we're gonna have this match and we're gonna fight, and yeah,
You're absolutely right. All right, Dolph Ziggler.
absolutely right.
Absolute. Yes.
Yes.
Dolph Ziggler versus Bobby Roode versus Baron Corbin for the United States Championship. Corbin hasn't really done much, but
You think he's retaining?
Corbin
Dolph Ziggler.
Corbin steals
Gross.
Bobby Roode's pin on Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler. If Ziggler's just there to take the pin, then But then again, like after his comments on the Edge and Christian podcast, could this be what help him stay throughout his contract? You know,
I thought his contract was up by now.
I'm going Dolph Ziggler.
I'm going Baron Corbin, and then they're just gonna build up to that, and Bobby Roode at probably Royal Rumble, and then maybe Bobby Roode wins it there.
What
But
about you?
I'm going to go what the people want. I'm going to say Bobby Roode just because I want to will it into existence.
so you got Ziggler.
I got Ziggler.
There we go. We all got 3 different ones, so someone's gonna be right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good
And
job.
then Randall Keith Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cammy with special guest referees Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
Can we stop the predictions and just talk about how much of a shit show having 2 special guest referees is?
Honestly, what this does, it eliminates the thought of Shane getting hit with and he takes a bump and Daniel just runs down and does
But
the
and it
count.
also takes it out of the possibility of Shane just screwing over the Canadians and
Honestly,
not doing the pinfall.
is this what we start the indie trio when we get
Okay.
the Daniel
You
Bryan
know,
heel
we
turn?
didn't talk about Daniel Bryan on commentary, but Daniel Bryan burying Byron Saxton was amazing.
It was.
I loved
that. Was
that.
hilarious.
Did I miss something? What did he say?
Basically, Bryan was talking about how Kevin Owens gouged his eye out back in Ring of Honor days, and Byron Saxton basically said that didn't count, and then Bryan was like, "The hell are you talking about? He tried to blind me. Of course it counted." Just because it happened outside WWE doesn't mean it counted. It basically he said like, stuff happens outside WWE, Byron.
Ah, good. You putz.
Yes.
Glad. All right.
All right.
Who you got?
I'm going Cammy.
Yeah, same. I don't see them not. They.
Does Shane surprise us and turn heel?
I mean, in my eyes, he's already a heel.
Yeah, what McMahon isn't? But then they flip flop. So it's whatever, dude.
Honestly, I would love to see Shinsuke and Randy win just to have them go away, and then Daniel Bryan signs these independent talents, El Generico and El Generico 2. I would love to see that. Don't know if it was going to happen, but
Yo.
I would love to see El Generico
Seeing-
and El Gordo.
Seeing
I just want to see Kevin Steen.
Kevin in a mask would be the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It'd
in
be
my
like
life.
Hulk Hogan, like the Patriot.
Mr.
or whatever.
America.
Mr.
America,
whatever
yeah.
his name was. Yeah.
All right, I got Cammy.
Yeah, Cammy's winning, but
Yeah,
I would love
Cammy.
to see what they would do if they did get fired.
All right, the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal versus the phenomenal AJ Styles one more time for the WWE Championship.
AJ's winning, but
know-
is this the main event? I don't think
Yeah.
this. I don't think this is the main event.
You know what my
It
pick
is.
is.
No, I think the tag team match is the main event.
Tag team match. It should be the
Oh,
main
you're
event.
right. McMahon's in it. You're probably right.
I mean,
God,
I don't. It shouldn't be.
damn it.
I always.
God
I'm
damn
always
it.
like title should be the main event unless like Undertaker's retirement or something like,
Right,
or,
right, right,
or
right.
John Cena and Brock. Like unless it's something like that, the titles always should be last.
You know what my pick is.
Say it.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles is winning. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If AJ don't win, I
Like-
might have to take a little bit of a break.
I
Might
mean,
have to go on
I don't know if
hiatus, eh?
I don't know if I could do another like even 3-month reign. I couldn't do it, dude. I just can't. I
I
can't.
mean, the thing with Triple H beating Jinder Mahal in India
It just-
kind of
it
like
ended-
stamps it like okay,
ended the
he's
They're
momentum.
done with this.
Yeah.
he's not.
experiment.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Let's
And there was supposed to be 2 shows. He couldn't even sell out one.
Yeah, they cut the dates. I wasn't originally weren't they going to do 3 and then it
No,
got
it was
cut
supposed
down.
to be 2.
Oh, it was 2.
It was supposed to be
from
2,
the
and then,
jump?
and then they cut 1.
Yeah.
And Triple H was getting bigger pops than Jinder Mahal was.
he really
Well,
was.
no shit.
He's a bigger star.
Once that,
Jinder Mahal, who he ever beat? You know what I'm saying?
come
on.
you know,
Shinsuke Nakamura.
shout out to all our fans in India. Indians aren't stupid. They see Jinder
We do
Mahal's,
have some fans in India actually.
Jinder
I
Mahal.
checked.
They noticed
this past
Jinder Mahal.
weekend.
Yeah, I for some reason the sportsmen get plays from like all over the world. It's
Shout
weird.
out to
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Superstar spotlight.
I don't know what that is.
Like who shined the brightest this week?
Who's a person? I'm going Chris Jericho. I don't know if this. Yeah, I'm going Chris Jericho.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going Kenny Omega.
What did Kenny Omega do?
He got beat up by Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho's the goat.
No, seriously. I have to give it to Jericho also.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Jericho with a not a close second, but AJ Styles promo work was
That's
good.
great.
It's damn good.
All right, Ring of Honor Final Battle. That is tonight, and Cody Rhodes will be debuting, I should say, the new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship.
Fun.
So he has a ring and he has a new title. Cody Rhodes is he paying for all this?
I don't know. Hey,
He can afford it.
he can't afford it. He left the big dog. And
Will
made
he
some-
ever come back?
He will come back.
When do you think that's gonna
I
happen?
mean, they started talking like a month after he was gone. Like he
for a Legends deal. That's what I heard.
not a Legends deal. Like
Yeah, it was a Legends deal.
Really?
One of those ones where he could come back whenever he wanted, kind of thing.
could yeah. I mean, they've been talking off and on.
But
Cody, he will be back. The Bucks, eventually, they will go there. Omega, of course, he's gonna go there.
They're gonna water down the shit out of them, don't you think? Though.
I think the Young Bucks shouldn't go to WWE until they've cooled off.
You meaning like
Like
And
after they hit their peak and they can
the Hot Topic sales aren't
like
where they
like,
were.
keep riding the wave, and once you see a little dip, then you just go to WWE.
Honestly,
and
like-
then hopefully that can.
You
that
see how they're
builds it up a
selling
little
shirts
bit.
at Hot Topic? If they have the machine behind them, imagine how
Chris
many.
Jericho has a shirt at Hot Topic now.
He does.
Does
The
he?
Alpha one, yeah.
Yep.
Imagine how many shirts they could sell if the machine was behind them.
That's true.
I went to Hot Topic last weekend. More New Japan shirts than WWE shirts were on sale.
Yeah,
It was
that's
crazy.
very true.
So do you think when Cody comes back, are they going to give him the Matt Hardy type freedom to where he can just be the guy like he was, or are they going to do the whole deal like they've done with the NXT guys that have gotten really big and kind of Bobby rooted him where he's relevant, but he's only in the U.S. title picture kind of deal.
I mean, Cody, he's really brought like the WWE style to the Indies.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you think that they'll push him the way they should?
Just like Cody be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of Cody. I know you love Cody. Cody
love
Rhodes
Cody.
is all right. His matches are fine. They're nothing special. His promos are good. I mean, I'm not saying he's. I take Kenny Omega over Cody Rhodes at this point right now. I would. I would, because I think Kenny Omega's the better all-around package.
Man,
than
y'all
Cody
love
Rhodes.
some Kenny Omega, huh?
Not me.
I mean, now that I've figured out that I have Access TV, I'm not as much of a hater as I was.
Yeah.
Because I've watched a few
Watched a little bit.
handful of matches. So he's damn good.
It's cool. It's fun.
He's cool. But I love me some Cody Rhodes.
But then the thing
Love
about
me some
Cody
Cody
Rhodes is he will always have that stigma if he goes back to WWE of being a lifelong mid-carder.
and being Stardust.
Yeah, so if you bring in Kenny Omega,
Don't
if you,
forget that
if you-
mustache.
I know it's a long shot.
Terrible
If you
mustache.
push him like he's a main event guy, and don't bury him like Finn Balor, or bring him in to lose at WrestleMania like AJ Styles.
I mean, I watched the match back. I wasn't really mad at the loss.
I mean, Triple H
when
already
AJ
has.
lost to Jericho in Mania 32.
Triple
last
H
year.
had a Terminator
That one
entrance.
kinda
Why can't
pissed
Kenny
me
Omega
off.
have one?
That one pissed me off.
I
for
mean,
sure.
but like he won at Fastlane, so I was like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna lose at Mania,
right.
That shouldn't mean anything, but okay.
Yeah. All right, Ring of Honor final battle is tonight. Cody Rhodes defends the championship against Dalton Castle, aka the Party Peacock. Quick sidebar.
Hell of a name.
Get the hell rid of No Way Jose. Let's bring Dalton Castle
If
into.
you've been, do you even watch ROH?
I don't like No Way Jose.
He's garbage trash.
I don't get the.
Your boy on the pod loves him, right? Spadoni.
Oh my god, dude! He always likes the things that irritate me.
Kind of like Mitchell. He likes the stuff that irritates us.
He's a good friend of mine. Like I love Joe, but he'll start talking about like stuff that he likes. Like he wants Dolph to be like the king of the universe.
Okay.
I do too.
Hold on.
Hold on.
When Braun Strowman came out of the garbage can like a monster, did you like that? Or do you think it was fucking stupid?
When I saw it, I laughed. So whatever that means, because it was terrible. It was terrible green screen. It was terrible green screen. You're telling me we got this kind of budget and we're doing a live weekly show?
And we have a $1 billion company.
And we're sitting here using some 1980s green screen? Come on, son. What is that?
It was trash.
Yeah.
All right, my promo pick of the week, DX impersonates the Nation of Domination. It's a classic. You'll all love it.
A little black face, never hurt nobody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
I had to bring it up, just sad to say it.
Martin Lawrence. Sean Lawrence. Or, no.
What?
Martin Wayans. Sean Wayans.
Marlon Wayans?
White chicks. White face.
Can you make any sense right now?
Oh, reverse racism.
Reverse weight.
Wacism?
Wacism?
Hey, this thing's going to shit, bro.
All right.
It's the end. We're going home.
We're going home. All right, close match pick of the week: John Cena, Dave Bautista, and Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton and Jeri-Show, Tribute to the Troops, 2008. It was nice. It was fun. It was fine.
I have to peep that.
All right, yes. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Bulletcast, Instagram, The Bulletcast, YouTube channel, The Bulletcast. We are on SoundCloud, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play. We are all over. We are on Facebook at Bulletcast. Any closing remarks, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls.
Go watch my little documentary I made about Chemo, the BTW heavyweight champion.
Is that going on the podcast?
The Fighting Unicorn. The full interview will be going up soon once I get edited. It's about a 5-minute episode, and it's like a 15.
Can I give a plug?
Yeah, you can.
For Sportsman Podcast. If you like wrestling and you like people yelling and you like cussing, come check us out. Love these guys. Love you guys for having me on. For Sportsman Podcast. Check it out.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one way to close this podcast.
Goodbye and good night. Why you gotta throw it to me like that? You make it so awkward. Just
Bang.
Just let me say it.
Bulletcast. For life.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.